Hello, I am Dr. Chaos. Not actually Doctor, but actually full of Chaos. I am playing Total War Warhammer 2, as my computer cannot run on Warhammer. I am currently doing the Vortex Campaign. I'm going to be playing as High Elves with Eataine. It's led by Tyrion. Eataine's bonuses are diplomatic relations of +20 with High Elves, half construction time for sign of paint warnings, coup duration of -1 burn for infantry and cavalry, and Tyrion specific broad benefits are half the upkeep for spearmen, guard, rangers, archers, and silver knights, as well as +3 local sea targets. These are 5 things and options. I'm not confident. Students.
Who are the Asur? An enigma to men and dwarfs, who know them as High Elves. At the center of the great ocean lies Ulthuan, a paradise created by the Old Ones. But when the stellar gates collapsed, demons flooded the mortal plane. All was lost until Anarion the Defender strode forth. The first Phoenix King vanquished the demons with the aid of the Archmage Calador Dragon Tamer. It was Calador and his elven mages who created the Great Vortex. A swirling maelstrom that siphoned the excess magic, withering demonkind. With the world purged of chaos, the elves took it upon themselves to become guardians and stewards. The twin-tailed comet is oft seen as an omen, but this time its wake brought great peril.
The dragon with 2 tails flies lower than before. Its trail disturbs the vortex.
I have felt a change in the winds of magic.
Then write it, brother. Lead the mages of Safari. Bring all in the White Tower to bear if you must.
Such lore is currently beyond us.
I suggest a scrying ritual in the pool of Isha. It may provide us with the answer.
Such a ritual requires fragments of fallen waystones. Far more than we have.
Then we find more. Make ready your ritual, Lawmaster Talarian. You will have your fragments.
I shall start the search in Lustria.
Lustria?
My brother will search here, in Ulthuan.
Why do you care so much about the greater world?
Why do you not? Stay here, brother. Protect Ulthuan. But I venture beyond our borders.
And while you meddle in far-flung continents, I will ensure you have a home to return to.
My eventual plan for this campaign will be to take, as well as complete the Vortex Campaign victory, will be to take over Ulthuan and well, that's basically it. Confederate with as many of the other High Elves factions as possible.
Fellow Asur, rally to my banner. Ulthuan is under attack, and the Great Vortex imperiled like never before. The Druki invade us in number. No doubt Malekith or his twisted crone of a mother have sensed weakness in the Vortex. Their attack is blatant. They come directly for the sea gates of Lofern. The seat of the Phoenix King must not fall. Finnubar has entrusted me to lead the counterattack. Join my cause, brave Assur, and together we shall overcome. The Druki cannot be allowed to despoil the sanctity of Ulthuan. Draw your weapons, and by Assurian's will shall we prevail.
High elves gain influence, which can be spent on better lords and heroes, as well as altering the relation between different factions. They also get to see over the territory of anyone they have a trade agreement with. My 2 missions are to research a technology and to upgrade Lothern. First thing first, just going to change my animation speed so that my army
Champion
moves faster
of the
in campaign
Ever-Queen.
map. I will be upgrading Lothern right now. Quick disclaimer, the only mod I have is the Better Buildings Icon Progression mod, which basically makes the images look better, as you can see like here.
Servant of the King.
I'll be moving in against the Glittering Tower, and then the Tower of Lycian. Again, apologies for any mispronunciation.
Seal.
As the first battle of the campaign, I will be fighting.
Eager for battle.
The way I generally play my High Elves is have a forward line of something like Spearmen, as an example, and a back line of archers, which will be protected by the forward line. Turning off skirmish mode is that's annoying. I also do multi-shot round if that's more anti-group
Sunfang
and
lusts
not
for battle.
against specific units. Generally, with early in the battle, I'll send Flame Spy Phoenix or similar out, as you can use it for bombing runs and do early damage against enemy forces. This can also aggro the enemies and actually get them to come towards you, should they not wish to themselves. I'm gonna send my Phoenix in to just take out the Lord unit if I can, but if it gets too damaged, I will fall back to my own line. Considering he is now shattered, it is fine, as he will not be returning to the battle, and the Lord fled will hamper their leadership. I will speed up the battle speed to bring the enemies closer, hopefully. Either that or just do more damage.
Anarian.
I'll be sending Tyrion to after those dark shards, and this Phoenix back out to attempt to finish off those dread spears, or at least get them to run away again. Now these forces have fled, I will end the battle, because as this is attacking a sentiment, all forces inside will be killed. I did not lose anyone that battle, which is a good thing. While some did get damaged, i.e. the Phoenix, but other than that.
A glorious victory. We have captured it.
I will occupy the glittering
Shield
tower
against the darkness.
and I am going to build a homestead for that extra growth.
Alariel's champion.
I'll be recruiting some archers with light armor and getting rid of these archers, as the light armor archers are better than these archers with high defense
Shield
or
against the
marginal
darkness.
increase in price. The first skill point I'll be putting into Root Marcher, which will give plus 10% movement range, which means I can move further. Research-wise, I can only go into Military Advancement 1 at this point in time, so that is what I'll do. I will also go and
Can I offer defend?
Lady of Ulthorn,
interact with
the
several
Phoenix
of
King
my
welcomes all,
other
cultured or otherwise.
high elves.
Prince Elf, let
For
your words be
example,
true.
Attempt to
And your
get
time
non-aggression,
here brief.
trade agreement, and military access with the
In my
address
father's name.
of Eltharion, one of the other legendary lords,
Can I offer assistance? I
There's
bid you
Clothy,
welcome to the court of the Phoenix
who
King.
I will attempt to do similar, possibly go straight into a defensive alliance,
Gladly.
which I managed to do.
Speak,
Illyrian
protector of
and
Ulthwan.
Trace. So Illyrian, I do not
Prince
seem to
of
be able to do that
Welcome.
at this point
Time
in
is
time.
precious, so please
I will
make your
double-check,
request.
though.
I think not.
Yeah, possibly just a non-aggression.
Unwise.
No.
Give the
Safri,
word. Fellow Asur,
the other
I bid you
Asur,
welcome.
Can I get non-aggression?
Impossible.
We're gonna go dislike me and just go after me.
Guardian
Trace,
of the Phoenix.
I
Your
will
word shall
also
reach
get
the Phoenix
attempt
throne.
to get alliances with.
Choose them carefully.
The exact same as with Clothique.
If you wish. Defender of the Everqueen.
The Warden of
These
Tor
are all-
Ivres.
So Calador, I'll probably have to go after and kill early on, as they hate me, to be honest. Because apparently I have trespassers, even though
What
I
would
do
you
not,
have of me? Welcome to the
as I
court
did
of
not actually
Ulthwan.
enter
What
their
is your request?
territory.
Never.
And now I have finished the turn. So moving on. Currently, most of the northern Ulthwan is taken by this other group of Dark Elves, the Scourge of Cain. These southern bits are taken by the Cult of Excess. For the first quest climb, the Heart of Avalon, basically I need to take the Phoenix Gate. This is good as it basically heals up Tyrion when he is injured.
Ever vigilant.
I am going to stay within my own territory and continue recruiting, as that will give me a bigger army. The first thing I will go into will probably go into well, I'm gonna go towards naval discipline and then appoint sea masters, so I can get boosts to my Lothian, even more boosts to my Lothian Sea Guard when I eventually
We
get
are the
them.
Guardians of Order.
So annoyingly,
Short-sighted.
Arathar, who is the primary army of Cultists of Excess, is moving down towards the Glittering Tower. I have multiple turns, however,
We have shaped
so
this
I will
world.
be moving
Champion
into
of
the
the
Tower of
Everqueen.
Lyson, and then probably force marching back to the Glittering Tower, or just moving straight onto Anguriel.
By Asurion.
I'll just auto-resolve this battle, as it's the exact same as the other
Sunfang
one. This time it's
hungers.
26 units, 26 models, which, it's more than I did, but I still won the battle.
Occupy this place.
As there is the same building as a military recruitment building, there's no point in having multiple. So I will get rid of the one in Lothan, as this can only go up to tier 3, which is what Tower of Lyson is.
Protector of the Everqueen.
I'll be getting some more archers with light armor though.
Shield of Alarion.
I will be going into Iron Disciplinarian for some extra public order,
Servant
as public
of the
order
King.
is extremely low currently. Commandments that are available to the High Elves are Banish Corruption, which is Untainted +2, Valley Citizen Militia, which is Recruit Rank +1 and local recruitment capacity, Rebuild Lost Splendor, which is construction cost of -10% and extra growth, which I will be going for, Tribute to the Phoenix King, which is income from trade and tax rate, and Movement Patrols, which is less campaign movement for enemies, less enemy hero extra success chance, and a higher ambush chance. I currently have the ability to do the Invocation of Visha, which would make me immune to attrition, casualty replenishment rate would go up, and I would get untainted in all my provinces. Of course, I do not need to do that right now, so I will not. As you can see, I've just encountered the Pirates of Sartosa, who are down in Sartosa. I have just completed a bunch of quests and gained a bunch more.
The people
In
are
Lothan,
restive.
I am going to build the Grove, which is untainted and gets me a Great Eagle recruitment. The Plaza, which is public order and income. And the Elven Gardens, which gets me nobles and more income from the Plaza.
Tyrion, heir of Anarion.
I am going to go back to the Glittering
Champion
Tower
of the Everqueen.
to defend against Arathar. Currently, the Sword of Cain isn't owned by anyone, but to the settlement, the Shrine of Cain is controlled by the Scourge of Cain. Anyway, going back into diplomacy,
You called?
I can
You called?
Let's hear it.
attempt
Protector
to
of welcome. Time is
closer to
precious, so
Illyrian,
please
who
make
I would
your
like
request.
to probably have one of the earlier confederations.
Very
simply
well.
Because more territory along the inside of the Orthranian donut. And yes, I did just say that. Cult of Excess, I cannot negotiate with, so even if I wanted to make peace with them, I would not be able to. I realised that this view is not as interesting as if I was looking at the Straits of Lothan themselves, and for that I am sorry. I've gotten on another quest to basically continue upgrading it. I'll then be upgrading the Tower of Lyson.
Shield against the darkness. As you command.
I'm going to be moving up towards
One.
Anguriel, which either will spur Arathar on to the Tower of Lyson, or will bring him back to defend his current settlement. Which, because of that, I'll upgrade the Glittering Tower instead. While yes, I'll be able to upgrade this to make it better for me. And get more troops of a higher caliber. That I would rather upgrade the guillotine tower, as I know that will take the time to fully upgrade.
I will hear your words, but I make no promises of aid.
Eltharion wants a defensive alliance, and for me to pay for it, I will go for it, but I will not pay the 100 gold. So I am now defensive allies with the rest. The Cult of Excess has just went back to Angorian.
Ulthuan's defender.
This is the first of the unique events for the High Elves. Basically, I can get a court attendant, which it's okay. I can spend 1.5 grand, which is just over a tons of money, to reimburse offended parties, but get 20 influence. I could lower my leadership for less influence, or I could increase recruitment cost. I'll reimburse the offended parties and gain the influence.
I'm waiting.
I will also like to boost Tyrannok's relationship with me, and to do that I will intrigue at the court, go in here, and improve for the cost 3, and I do it again. Now this might be too much, but it should ensure that I will be able to get deals with them.
Queen of Avalon, I am the bright flower of the goddess, chosen of Isha.
As Zilariel only has this one settlement, I cannot get a trade route to them, so I
Serving the gods.
get the on-aggression and military access. While I would like to go straight on into Angoriel, I will move on towards the Shrine of Azurian. Because I've just seen that, I probably will not be able to get there in time. So instead I might just raise that. I will also continue with the Point C Masters. At the same time, I will go and increase my relationship with Safari as well, so I can hopefully get a close alliance with them.
Now that you are here, I will hear your words.
They want me to join the war against Artosa. I'll see. While I don't have any reason not to, getting the attack, having another enemy, is not something I would be looking forward to. As you can see, so I'd lose most of my army if I auto-resolved it, but I should be able to fight it myself effectively, which is what I am going to do. If there is any particular talking points you would want me to talk about, feel free to leave them in the comments, as I don't really have too much idea to talk about what to talk about.
Heir of Anarion! Spearmen!
Archers! As you say! Archers! Eagle Claw!
For the record, I do not have any alterations to my settings other than minimal advisor. So hopefully I will do okay. I'm going to use my Phoenix for a preliminary bombing run. my goal is to take out as many as possible, as I will probably win this anyway. And if they fall back into their city, then they'll be able to reinforce. Like, the more I take out, I'd just like to point out that I'm not the best player compared to some people out there. So if I ever do something that wouldn't be considered tactically sound, please forgive me. Now I'm going to fly my Phoenix off to somewhere safer. If they keep chasing, I might just flee him off the battlefield anyway. Tyrion is just like a head taller than all these other elves here, which is honestly kind of funny to me. Just gonna speed it up to get closer. As you can see, my archers will be able to do a lot of damage to them from getting close. I'll also send Tyrion out to deal with their hero here, which is a master, and then up to the lord. Already, Tyrion has done a lot of damage to the lord, to their hero.
For my lady!
And charge bonus again. Would be able to do. Just need one more step.
Elf 1! Advance to glory!
Going forth! Tyrion out here before charging the lord themselves. As that way I'll be able to give a leadership penalty to them, as they will no longer be leaders.
For duty!
As that's how this game works, basically.
Spearmen!
I'll reinforce this unit of spearmen with this other unit of spearmen.
Heir of Anarian! For Althwan!
Tyrion is now basically slaughtering their backline here. Of course, he is getting damage to himself, and I run him away because he is going to do damage.
I go!
While yes, he is fleeing, as long as he doesn't get off the battlefield, he will be able to survive the fight.
Spearmen! Die, Druki! For the king! Eagle Claw! By Lily! Incoming enemy fire! For duty! It will be done! Shield yourselves! It shall be done! Acknowledge! Incoming charge! Understood! Beware! It will be done! To battle! Destruction awaits! Order! Cast back the darkness!
Tyrion has rallied, so I'm going to send him back to his bleach sword. I do not want to send him again into the Lord, which I hopefully wouldn't have to, because my archers will be able to take him out.
Order must be maintained!
I haven't fully settled on a video length, at least initially, so hopefully everything will go well.
Death comes! Seek cover! It shall be done! Shelter! This is mine! We will obey! Spearmen! It will be done! We will obey! Dinner! We will obey! For order! Acknowledged! For Ulf One! You're in there! Oriole! Archers! Kill them! Attack!
I want to run down as many of their units as I can,
Heir of Anarian.
as that will severely hinder their defense. In extension, if it allows me to pick some sort of benefit, I'll go for the healing, as most of these units are horribly damaged. I probably could have lost less if I fought it better, but I think he was running whole units, which is better than the auto result there. Having multiple units such as this will hopefully be able to do good, as I'll be able to slaughter, chase down enemies at the end of a battle like this. It is still a Pyrrhic victory, but a very different sort of Pyrrhic victory than it was earlier. I lost 120 while they lost 205, so not as good as last time, but can't always expect that. Going to force Labour to heal my army a little. I have completed another mission.
Tyrion, heir of Anarian.
I'll get sword player to basically increase Tyrion's attack.
Alariel guides me.
I'm going to get closer and go to encampment stance to heal, and will possibly reinforce my army. Actually, on second thoughts up. Well, I'm gonna be here for a little while anyway, so yeah. I will upgrade the plaza to a colonnade and open for increased income and turret portable. That is Skull Reef, which will get me a lot of money if I actually sailed into it.
Let's hear it. Behold the court of Assur, traveler. Absurd. I'm waiting. You have a proposal for the Assur. How to like? I agree.
Mistress of the... You stand before the Mistress of the Undying. I will use my gifts.
Can I offer assistance?
I'm just going through a bunch of
Welcome to our
higher
paradise,
factions and seeing what things I can get from them. I will also upgrade the Tower of License and get... So, the Tower of License... the Glittering Tower's unique buildings, the Glittering Tower Lighthouse, which is income from trade, income from ports, and provides extra garrison. Before then, however, I will be, as a newbie tier 3, I will just be getting the Watchtower, which is where gives increased garrison and eventually walls to the settlement. Tyrion is continuing to sit there and recruit. I could throw in the Invitation Bishop, but I am going to decide against that. Code of Excess might decide to okay, it's going to go after me again. This is another valiant defeat. This is a valiant defeat, actually, not a perk victory. Sorry, I was thinking of the last one. Their hero this time is a spellcaster. I will go into battle and hopefully do what I did last time. Yeah, especially with this choke point map, I will be able to easily blockade these routes. Hopefully incentivize them to come down one of them rather than the other.
Spearmen! Understood! Archers!
These units are more damaged, so
as you say, Eagle Claw.
We'll hopefully be able to do just as well despite damaged forces. So luckily they seem to be inclined to come directly towards my lines. I will hold my Phoenix back actually, as if they get closer, they will be distracted by my other units for when I want to send them in. I'll speed up time to have them come closer, however. So yeah. Already, my forces are starting to melt through theirs, as they have to come to me, while I do not, except for my Phoenix to do bomber points. My Phoenix was just taken down. However, one of his abilities is the chance to come back to life. I forgot to turn off skirmish mode again.
The Reaper! Seek cover! Battle awaits!
I'm going to send my Tyrion against this other master they have. Well, this is a new master actually. That one still stands.
Loyal! Defender of Ulthuan!
I'll also send Tyrion after the Supreme Sorceress of Death. Hopefully get a hit in.
Forward!
And now they are dead. My Phoenix is fighting their way through the enemy lines. Will also chase down their master, their hero. It is full route now, so I'm going to send my Phoenix in against some the units which are running away further.
Acknowledge. we advance! For Assyrian! It will be done! Weapons ready! To the fray!
I do not understand why my lord is under attack, consider must be friendly fire. Now I think about it. At this point, I'm just gonna end the battle because I'm not going to be able to chase any more of them now. That's a close victory. Only lost 24 while they lost 154. One of them being their lord. They also lost multiple units. And I'll be able to heal up again. They forced march. They forced march back into their settlement.
The Druki are no threat.
Which is,
of course,
has Safari
shield against the darkness.
I will get meleeed. Well, actually, I'll get Battle Evaded, which is weapon strength, and with extra weapon, even more weapon strength when fighting against Dark Elves. That just gets increased in with laser
corruption
upgrades.
Makes them weak. No mercy. Seal.
That is considered a valiant defeat. I'm going
Alariel
to go around the other side or
to victory. Withdraw.
to hopefully bring
vigilant.
Safari in for the fight.
Beginning my journey. Ulf-1.
No. Oh, then I'll just build some
Attack.
towers. I have also unlocked the Invocation of Assyrian, which is cheaper building cost, more public order, and influence per turn. I will do that, and that's just all-round benefit.
I lust for battle.
Currently, the Straits of Lothern have no extra buildings they need built, so going on to the next turn.
Greetings. The Phoenix Court will hear your words.
He first wants me to join the war against Broken Axe, which is led by Grom. I will form military alliance, which they agree to. So now I am allied with Yvros. That is still a valiant defeat. I'm gonna retreat and see, as I am basically gonna hope
Light
that
will
they
drive
go
back
again.
the darkness.
I'll go
Forward.
back to my own territory and recruit some extra units. Earlier unit lists will look similar to this, like not that impressive. It seems Illyrian has went around to Calador, so
Your request? What business have you with the Asur of Ulthuan?
I am basically going to hope to confederate with them early. Like if they can take
Gladly.
it all, that is. I will get what relation boosting things I can with. Ooh, there's Grom right there. Anyway. So, I am close friends. Well, I'm getting close to many of the High Elves. The only exception
Lord
being
of the Phoenix
Calador.
Court.
And also the ones I, of course, haven't met yet. If I want to get Maritime Empire, which I would, I'll need the Shrine of Azurian and the Elven Court. The
I hear the Widowmaker.
Shrine of Azurian is here, which I suppose, yeah, this is the kind of thing that you'd want to build as Tyrion. And the Elven Court is here. So basically I just need to get a few more levels into Lothern and I'll be able to do it. Which I might just beeline for, to be honest. As I will be able to see over all sea regions and will hopefully be able to get close to Teclis.
I am Tyrion, champion of the Everqueen.
They want a defense alliance, I will do that. Another Cid came into existence for these
The
guys.
Druki are no threat.
I now have higher income from trade.
Corruption makes them
Tyrion
weak.
has not moved. I'm going
For my queen.
to go after Angoriel again. Still a valiant defeat. However, I do have a larger army. My
No
hope
mercy.
is that for 2 turns they basically won't do anything.
Sunfang.
At the Tower of Blyson, I will get Salt, as that's a unique resource. It also unlocks research, which increases port income, and I'll also upgrade to the Valley Field, which will get me Lothern Sea Guard, which you also get at a level 3 port. But I'll eventually be able to upgrade it to tier 3, which gives extra boosts of other boosts.
I am the heir of Anarion, and I bid you welcome.
Alpha Iron probably wants me to join the war against Sartosa again. Payments are time to come in. I'm basically just gonna keep doing that. I do not believe that Rom is gonna survive much longer. This is still a valiant defeat. Well, suppose you get to see that all next time. See you then. Bye.